I went back to China this June. I s- great positive surprise coming from China on these EV cars. What's surprising to me is that when I was in Beijing, I basically using TT, right? Taxi, I get on, and I see extremely nice screen, right? Those EV cars always have this big screen. And interestingly, I didn't recognize the logo, the logo, and beautiful logo. Then I was asking, I asked it, what is this? He was saying this is the Jihu. It's built by Beijing, which is a state-owned car manufacturer in Beijing. Basically, you reflected the fact that at this point, the EV car competition is not just several of the well-known. We know that BYD is common names, but also that the state-owned players also get on. And then we had some interesting conversation with kind of quasi policymakers, and they were telling us that at this point that every new car that's on the market, half of them, 50% of the new car is an electronic vehicle. It's a full electronic vehicle. And Beijing does have the ambition is that in the 5 years, they basically wanted to replace it. So in some sense, that attention, why I wanted to say this, the biggest attention, obviously, the Trump will say, let's just, put the tariff over 100%. There was several economists did some calculation. 1% is not enough. 100% is not enough. He was proposing 100%, which basically is, whatever the price comes to. It's not enough just because of the cost and etc. that you would think about. So, and even if the Trump were thinking about 150 or 200 percent, Beijing has the ambition to basically only relying on the domestic market. That part of the ambition was pretty much clear when I talked to the top policymakers, etc. Obviously, they would love to kind of like export this technology to the Europe. That's already happening. So there's a leading Europe group. I don't know how to pronounce it. Started with S, Stellantis, maybe. That was basically owning all these important brand names. They already signed a deal with one leading EV cars. Basically, the signed deal is on changing the technology. So those issues is give extremely positive excitement for the whoever I talked to when I was in Beijing. And in some sense that I was a bit sad about it actually. Why? Because I really worried that our policymakers only look at these silver line. Therefore, the wrong impression of the entire economy where is going. So all the things that the policymakers need to have a extremely clear minds on seeing all these data coming out. And I kind of doubt that whether this is still a very, very transparent process going on for the policymakers to get the right statistics.